Dishwashers are awesome, and find out what they have to do with robotic process automation in 8 seconds. Robots are all around us, and they are there in many things that we do. We just don't realise it because they don't look like the humanoid robots in science fiction. You have robots on your phone that automate certain processes. When you make a phone call to a centre, for example, the likelihood is that you are being answered by a semi-intelligent robot. And physical robots are all around, and your dishwasher is the very best example of a robot. It takes a menial, repetitive task that we would normally do by hand over 15 or 20 minutes after every meal, and it does it for us, releasing that time for us to go and do something more interesting like watch Netflix or be more productive. And this is what robots are for, freeing our time so that we can use that time elsewhere. Now, I feel I can't talk about automation without addressing the largest resistance in business that avoids automation. And that's the natural fear of losing jobs. So let me tell you a true story. When I was the quality manager at Armitage Shanks, we made taps and faucets out of brass for kitchens and bathrooms. Everyone was hand polished, very difficult, skilled, costly and time-consuming process. And we bought 3 robots, classic orange-armed robots that you see in car manufacturing. There was huge natural resistance from the polishers, fearful of losing their jobs. Once commissioned, the robots could complete 9 times the amount of taps and faucets in 24 hours. So did the polishers lose their jobs? No, we had to hire more polishers. And I'll tell you why. Because we could produce standard products faster and cheaper, we began to sell more. And because we were selling more, there was greater demand for our customized products, which required the skilled hand polishing process. So we had to hire twice as many polishers, and our sales were going through the roof. And it shows how robots can drive productivity and growth in a business. And that's a story about a physical robot. The same applies to robotic process automation. But what is it? Robotic process automation is a software-based robot that can automate human actions in the workplace, often across multiple applications. An example is taking, say, an email with an invoice attached, opening the email, opening the attachment, opening a payment application, populating the payment details and triggering a payment, all automatically. And there are many systems available for creating robots. Microsoft Power Automate, UiPath, Blue Prism and many more. And I'll put some links in the comments below. All are excellent, and it's more about choosing the ones that fit your needs the best. But before you automate though, you should consider the level of process understanding and maturity you have in your particular target area. There is no point trying to automate if you don't know what your processes are or where the greatest benefits can be achieved. So here's a simple 5-stage approach to automation. 1. Standardization. Understand what processes you have, document them, and standardize as many similar processes as you can first. 2. Characterize. Quantify your processes, the most repetitive, the most time-consuming ones. Understand what your customers' needs are and implement some basic process improvement. 3, stabilize. Process outcomes at this point should be managed and consistent, major issues are resolved, and process workflow tools such as approvals can be implemented. And this is the start of your automation journey. 4, optimize. Now with a level of predictability and management across processes, now you can really implement robotic process automation with maximum effect. 5, breakthrough. So with operational management and robotics now in place, you can take on ever-increasing complexity in your processes and apply greater levels of things like artificial intelligence. Following this simple maturity formula can build long-term sustainability for real breakthrough process automation and increase productivity and ultimately the benefits for your business. So in summary, robotic process automation is about making dishwashers. In the automated environment, it is your workspace on a computer. Free your time up to do something more interesting and productive. Choose a good robotic system and approach implementation through the 5-stage maturity steps. Standardize first, characterize second, build stability third, then begin to optimize strongly with robotics, then move to breakthrough with artificial intelligence. Once you've done that, you can watch your team or business thrive and grow. And that was an express introduction to robotic process automation. Thank you very much for watching.